Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to look at simple and compound interest formulas and solving simple and compound interest problems. But first, let's talk about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is a website that I'm creating, mathtestpractice.com. That's right, I'm sponsoring the video. Anyways, mathtestpractice.com has tests that I'm building where you can randomly generate problems. So for instance, with the simple and compound interest, what we can do is we can refresh the problems just by clicking down here, and it randomizes the problems for you. Pretty cool. I'll be adding some solutions to this test in a little bit, but first let's go through some of these problems on this test. So I'm going to zoom in here a bit. All right, so in this first problem, we have Sally McAllister II invests $7,120 for 3 years at an interest rate of 4.2% compounded quarterly. How much money does Sally McAllister II have after 3 years? So we're going to use the compound interest formula, which the amount, change the color on that, the amount is going to be equal to the principal. Principal in that case, this case is $7,120 times 1 plus the interest rate as a decimal, so 0.042. And if you're wondering on how you would get that, you would divide 4.2 by 100. And then we're going to divide it by the amount of times it's compounded per year, so 4. And we're going to raise that to the amount of times it's compounded per year times the number of years, so 4 times 3, or 12. Okay, so we're raising that to essentially the 12th power. When we work this all out, in this particular case, we're going to get, take out my handy cell phone calculator here. And if you're using a cell phone calculator, you're going to want to use the X to the Y button. Where's the calculator here? There it is. And you want to turn it sideways. So I'm going to type in 7120, then times, and then in parentheses 1 plus 0.042 divided by 4. And then we're going to use that X to the Y button and raise it to the 12th power. And in that case, we get 8,000. $70 0.785, so I'm going to round it to the nearest penny, 0.79. Okay, and let me just mess with my thickness here a little bit. Where's that? No, it's this one. Yeah, let's get it a little thinner. Okay, so second problem. Ronnie McRunnington Jr. invests $3,743 for 10 years at an interest rate of 9.9% compounded monthly. That's a nice interest rate. How much money does Ronnie McRunnington Jr. have after 10 years? So again, we're going to say the amount here is going to be equal to the principal. So it's going to be $3,743 times 1 plus the interest rate as a decimal. So again, divide 9.9 by 100, you get 0.099 over the amount of times it's compounded per year. So monthly, that would be divided by 12. And we're going to raise that to the power of the amount of times it's compounded per year, 12 times 10. So, well, 12 times 10. So we're raising it to the 120th power. Okay. All right. So if we do that out, let's do that on our calculator. So we're going to do 3,743 times 1 plus 0.099 divided by 12, and we're going to use that X to the Y button to raise it to the 120th power. And we get $10,000. That was a big interest rate, $10,000. So 10,000, let me just, yeah, 10,000, $32. and 46 cents. Cool. All right. Next two problems we have are simple interest problems. Make sure you pause the video if you need to write this stuff down because I'm going to erase it now so I can move this up. So let's just erase all this stuff. Okay, and let's just drag this up here. All right, so we have Jimmy McJimerson invests $9,799 for 9 years at a simple interest rate of 7.5%. How much does Jimmy McJimerson have in total after 9 years? So we'll first figure out the interest. So the simple interest formula is the principal times the rate times the time. So we're going to do this amount times the interest rate as a decimal. So divide 7.5 by 100, you get 0.075 times the time in years. And so if we do that out, we get 9799 times 0.075 times 9. That's $6,614. And we got 325, so I'm going to put 33. Now that's not so that 33 cents. So that's not the total that he has, though. We have to add the amount of interest to the principal. So the total amount, let's call that A, is going to equal $9,799 plus the $6,614.33, which is going to equal, just add that, 9799, so $16,413.33. Okay, so that was that problem. Last problem. Dr. Wisey von Weisenheimer invests $2,647 for 5 years at a simple annual interest rate of 9.9%. How much does Dr. Wisey von Weisenheimer have in total after 5 years? So first we'll do the interest. So it's going to be the principal. So the $2,647 times the interest rate as a decimal. So we divide this by 100, we get 0.099 times 5 years. Okay. So we're going to do 2,647 times 0.099 times 5. And we get the interest that he earned was, or Dr. Wisey von Weisenberg earned, was $1,310, and we get 265, so I'm going to round that to 27 cents. Okay, now the total amount is going to be the principal plus the interest. So $2,647 plus the $1,310.27. That's going to equal, let's get the calculator here. It's going to equal $3,957 and 27 cents. Okay, so again, let me write that up there in case my face is getting in the way. So it's $3,957.27 for the last problem. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Also, check out this new website, mathtestpractice.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description. Thanks for watching.